What's up, everyone? Welcome to This Week in Waste, a weekly news show where I run you through the top stories as seen on waste360.com. My name is Gage Edwards, fresh off a trip to Compost 2025, where I saw a lot of cool things and even learned stuff. I'm learning every day. It's important. Be learning. Always be learning. This week's top stories include a very good podcast, concerns from the Plastics Industry Association, and some thoughts on EPR implementation challenges. So let's check out those top stories right now. Number 5, Team Big Tech's Trash Co. wins FILA Deal Me In competition at industry conference. The Future Industry Leaders Alliance hosted its annual Deal Me In competition last week in San Antonio, coinciding with the NWRA Industry Conference. Sponsored by longtime supporter Stifel, the competition challenged participants to develop a competitive bid in an MBA-style case study format. Number 4, Waste World Podcast Episode 15, Organics Update from Compost 2025. On this week's episode of the Waste World Podcast, Stef and Gage meet up at the Compost 2025 conference to discuss the latest developments in composting and food waste. Listen in as the two chat about the panels they attended, the studies they observed, and what they noticed on the show floor. Be sure to follow the Waste World Podcast on Spotify or other podcasting services to get the latest episodes each week. Number 3, Plastics Industry Association expressed concern about new tariffs. Plastics President and CEO Matt Seaholm issued the following statement regarding the Trump administration's new tariffs on Canada, Mexico, and China. Quote, "Plastics is concerned about the new tariffs and their impact on U.S. plastics manufacturing and jobs. While we understand President Trump's rationale, a blanket tariff policy could have significant economic consequences, disrupting the movement of essential machines, products, and materials that keep American manufacturers running." Number 2, plastics recycling facility proposed in Mesa County, Colorado. A plastics recycling facility proposal is being discussed by Mesa County Planning. A private entity has proposed a facility that will focus on recycling plastics and be mainly powered by solar array. And our top story of the week, navigating legislation, insights on EPR implementation challenges. In this Waste 360 Q&A, Dan Bisowski, EPR lead senior client manager at HDR, advises on navigating next steps for municipalities, hauling companies, and MRF operators. He discusses who may end up paying for what, and broaches delegating authority to the Producer Responsibility Organization. And those were the top stories as seen on waste360.com for the week. As always, you can learn more about each of these stories by going to waste360.com to read more or to listen to our podcast, The Waste World Podcast, also available on our YouTube page, Spotify, and other podcasting services. And we are running right through February, so guess what? We're getting real close to Waste Expo happening in Las Vegas. There's still time to register, so make sure you do that now. You won't want to miss the premier events in the waste industry, and I'll be there. It's gonna be a good time. As always, thanks for watching.